Hey guys, another video, another weekend. This is literally just I just turned on the camera and I had nothing prepared. Sorry, I had a cigarette in my mouth. Light my propane, turn on my oxygen. I had nothing prepared at this point. I didn't know what I didn't know what I was gonna make. I decided to make not a mushroom pendant, but a mushroom. So that's a little contraption that holds all my rods. So I'm getting my rods ready. That's my punty. That's a red rod, red colored rod. That's my marver, graphite marver. Tweezers. Fish up my cigarette here. I literally just lit up my Zippo for no reason. It's my purple Zippo. It's Abyss Purple. That's what it was called when I ordered it. So I'm just heating on my red rod. This is gonna be the base of the mushroom. I don't know if you noticed that, but a piece of the end of the rod literally just shot off there. It's because it's cold down here in my basement right now. So I'm just heating up my rods, just trying to get up to, working temperature. And notice I forgot to put my lens over my camera. So this way you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just heating up this rod, and it cracked and stuff, and I'm just pinching off the excess glass. There was a lot of breakage here. I kept breaking off until I got it clean. That way I can work with it, get a nice piece. This glass, I'm pretty sure it came off of Amazon, not from Mountain State Glass. Now, this mushroom probably not going to turn out as good. Actually, it didn't. The last mushroom I made previous to this actually turned out a whole lot better. But, I was a lot less tired and stuff. But it was with the same colored rod, same everything. So what you do is you get a gather, like you're making a marble or whatever, and you smush it down. And I did not like the way this looked, so I'm going to heat it up and pinch it off and scrap it. And I'll end up using that glass later on for frit or whatever. But heating it up, pinch it off, throw it in the container. No good. I didn't like the way it turned out. Getting another gather, just getting it hot. I'm gonna smush it down a little bit lighter than I would last time. Kind of round it out a little bit. It's a mushroom. It's round. That's the cap. That right there is going to be the flat part. Is what I'm going to put the stem onto. So now I'm going to attach my punty. I got to make a clean punty, clean, skinny. You don't want to where it was. If I were to use it where I picked it up, where I were trying to break it off, it wouldn't break off very easily. So now, heat that part up, the cap of the mushroom. That's my punty. We're about to do a flame cut. trying to show you the progress. Now, you know, with mushrooms, each mushroom, you know, is not perfectly round. They're not 100%, you know, round and perfect, and so this one ended up not being 100% round, and at least not what I wanted it to be. But the cool thing about glass blowing is when you're at my level, you can just make things and it doesn't really matter. I'm not a professional. I'm not like someone that makes crazy big pieces that go into like museums or anything. So I'm just pulling off excess glass. Right here, this is going to be the top of the cap, top of the mushroom. So I'm just trying to gather that point down into a little gather. Now, I don't know, this is random, but I ordered one of these offline, this Frost Buddy, Universal Buddy. This could fit a 12-ounce can, 12-ounce bottle, 12-ounce, pretty much anything, a 16-ounce can, or if you can find them, I guess, 16-ounce bottle. So if you got a 16-ounce Monster, you can throw it in there, or a 12-ounce can, like a Bud Light or a Mountain Dew or Pepsi, throw it in there, and it keeps it cold for 12 hours. Not a sponsor. I literally just threw that out there for craps and giggles. So honestly, I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Just spinning glass. Oh, I was trying to find a color that I wanted to use. So this is going to be my dots. You know, mushrooms, they have dots on them and spots all over the place. So this is striking. This is my brown striking. Dotting dots. You just want to go around in a circle. Add your dots. And then I go in between each dot on the above layer, and I keep going. So the dots are put on, added, good to go. Now I'm going to melt those dots into the red glass. It's just Mountain Dew I have in there, of course. Gotta have your caffeine. So it looks terrible. It looks like a, I don't even know, like just a freaking mess, basically, at this point, but the end result looks better than what it did just now. I'm probably going to make a video onto my TikTok. If you want to look at my TikTok, it's the same thing, just glass videos mainly. Well, actually, every one of them. It's M Miller 814. That's up to you. I don't really care if you do or you don't. This is just for fun. What I do on the weekends, and I decided to start recording myself doing it and doing some voiceovers on it. So I got my second punty. Now I'm going to flame cut the second punty. Oh, but I broke my punty off. Oh no, what do I do now? Well, clean it up, make it back into a point. It goes into all the glass you see me throwing is going into the blue water jug, so I can use it later. It just cools it down and less of a fire hazard. So now I'm going to do a flame cut because I can't, I guess, break that off, which is cool. It's fine. You can work around it. So I'm going to pinch off the clear glass because you don't want clear glass onto your mushroom that you're making. So pinch off a little bit into the jug. Get it hot. Get it start to melt together. Angle it so you're putting the flame right into that clear glass. And pinch off some more. And that's good. Alright, so now I'm going to add the stem out of the mushroom. I don't know what color this is. I don't know what it's called. It's kind of like a yellowish brown. And it's the only rod that I really had that had the amount of length that I wanted to use for this stem. So now I'm trying to get a hot weld. Trying to heat up both of them pretty hot. Not a cold weld. You want them both to be hot. They're both hot. Got her on there. Now I'm going to flame cut the skinniest part of the rod that I had at that time. I'm gonna burn that down a little bit, kind of gather it down. Got my marver, and I'm going to flatten out, the bottom of the stem, make it look like you just picked it out of the ground. Try to, at least. Now, today I'm probably just going to be making marbles, mushrooms, but I'm going to explore because this is not something I've ever made. This is the third one I've ever made. The first two, I did not make up anything that I've known or looked up anything that I've known. I just literally just went with what I knew and knew how to do, and ended up making 2 mushrooms. This is my third one. So that's me breaking off the punty, the flame polish. I put to turn on my oxygen concentrator for the next video, get it going. It takes about 2 minutes for it to start making oxygen to the point where I can turn it on. So I figured I'd go ahead and turn it on now. Not a sponsor. So there's your mushroom ish. It's still hot, so it kind of looks weird or whatever, but you got your spots, you got your stem, you got your cap. Looks good to me. Might try to sell it on Etsy. Someone would probably buy that, maybe, right? I don't know. Anyway, it's the first one of the day. About to upload this one and keep on going. See where it goes from here. Mushrooms.